pierce through me, cut through me, open me up.
Hallelujah. Wow, what a wonderful day. What a wonderful day. I wanted to share something that I experienced today. Today I learned a lesson, a great lesson, and I wanted to share to all of us. You might be passing through this same thing. A woman came to my house this morning, and she started explaining her problem. Her problem is mainly to do with marriage. She's been in marriage for 23 years, and 23 years is not a joke. That's a lot of years. They have 3 children, and the husband now has just decided to get another wife, and the husband was asking the other woman, the first woman, how to go to leave the house. And what she did was, she wasn't forced to leave the house, but it was just something that the husband had raised during a meeting with the counselors, marriage counselors. It wasn't a forcing, but what she did was, after a few days, she just decided to go. So she left the house while the husband had already married or taken another woman who he was staying with in another house. All right. So what the woman did was, she took some of the belongings in the house, she sold some of them, and then she left. Now, when she came to my house, she came with that request, asking me to help in prayer so that she goes back to the husband's house, expecting the husband to call her back. The Lord started speaking to me right there that she made a mistake, a great mistake. And that great mistake was to leave the house. She shouldn't have left the house if she really wanted to stay in the house. She wasn't forced to leave the house, but instead she left the house thinking she was doing something good, something sensible. But it wasn't that sensible. Even though physically you might say, okay, if the husband did want her, she should have just left. And that's the reason why divorce is increasing amongst Christians. We fail to discern the things of the Spirit. We fail to discern the strategies of the darkness. You see, marriages are under attack, and it's happening right now everywhere. Marriages are under attack, and most marriages don't. Most believers, most Christians, they don't understand how to fight such a battle. You see, this is a warfare. Our marriages are facing a warfare. The devil knows the first place to break is marriage. If he manages to break marriage, he will break the church. So the only way he can break the church is by breaking marriage. That's why your marriage is under attack. That's why you are experiencing whatever is going on in your marriage right now. All right. The key here is in what Paul said. The fight, the war is not of blood, is not of the flesh. It's not a wrestling of the flesh, but it's a wrestling of the spirit. We wrestle with the spirits, we wrestle with principalities, we wrestle with powers in the realm of the spirit. You see, nothing just happens in the flesh. No. Whatever happens in the physical has a spiritual source. It has first begun in the spirit, then it comes in the flesh. But most believers are asleep. They cannot see with their eyes. They are so blind. They cannot tell that this is a battle. You see, there are times where I would go for crusades, and after a crusade, after winning a lot of souls, I go back home. I find that whatever we our communion, me and my wife, the communion has just changed from nowhere. Sometimes it's like that. There's just changed from nowhere. You find that there's that temptation to get easily angry over little things. You see, there's that temptation to disagree. You find little things are coming up just to cause that disagreement between you two. And you see, nowadays, at first I used to succumb to it, but nowadays I don't. I learned, I understood. Oh no, this is a battle. The devil will always want to come in and would really want you to not really know what he is doing. All right. The first thing is he hides his identity so that you may not know what is happening. So the best thing to do is, first of all, enter in the realm of the spirit. Begin to fight the battle in the spirit. If somebody is against you, if somebody is trying to snatch your marriage, trying to break your marriage, don't fight them in the flesh. Don't go beating them up. Don't go speaking bad words to them, fighting with them, a verbal fight. Just enter in the spirit. Begin to fight them in the spirit right there. Begin to fight those spirits, because the battle is not of the flesh. The battle is of the spirit. Hallelujah.
When you feel like you feel